No bullcrap today. We are starting the next class trial. Did you miss last episode? Check it out right here. These episodes are long enough, I don't want to waste any time. We're just jumping straight into it, guys. Now, if you did see last episode, Mechamaru died, we investigated it, and we're about to find out why. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this Judge Judy style.
I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch.
Don't even want to go to the class trial?
Though I really don't feel like it. I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial. Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
So whoever's controlling Monokuma does not like to play serious at all. Looks like it's gonna start. Another class trial!
Hey!
But how are we supposed to get to the class trial ground? That's a good question, Kazuichi. Very good question. Yeah, how are they gonna get over there? I kinda did something happen.
Hey!
No, well, do you guys hear something? And she's the only one that can hear the sound.
Hey!
What do you hear this Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then it suddenly appeared before us. Ooh, is it gonna be a special class trial? Oh, wow! I looked away for a second. That seems a little dangerous. What about freaking Mechamaru? Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Mechamaru. I'll make sure I avenge you. What about his body? Just like his robot body just got smashed. Jeez, at least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap. I agree. I detect the scent of danger. Even my familiars say do not go inside. Well, they're not gonna kill us all. Why would they do that? They would have just done that already. We're the same. The same stepladders, huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me. Oh, he's being weird. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still. You and I are just stepladders for everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying? That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, true hope will be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope. But it wasn't. There's no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm gonna accept that. Oh well, it's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway. There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. A novel. The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending of in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the killer or the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. That's kind of crap Danganronpa would pull, you know, I gotta say. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on a book that I've never read.
No good.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve course student like you. But I know you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. You guys wonder why I hate this dude. I love hope. In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already! I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone's waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? Why is that highlighted? So you still believe you're just like everyone else. Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. What a creeps Mackenzie. I hope you guys really got your popcorn because this is gonna be a long one, alright? That's why I probably be posting this so late because these take so long. But I'm in this, guys! Let's go! Alright, let's get in there, dude. Just get in and let's do this. Let's get this done. Find out who the killer is. I'm still calling Kazuichi. Or actually, okay, I take it back. I think Nekomaru is first pick, Kazuichi second pick. That's what I'm going off. I explained it last episode, you already know why. Ooh, what does it look like? Okay. Oh yeah, this is really fitting for the funhouse. Yeah. I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it. I really like something you said, Monica, man. I'm so sad, my chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad. Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase. Otherwise, I'll roll a dice and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. That sounds awful. I don't think you're supposed to flip-flop like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do, but like, to be fun, that wouldn't be good. What an extreme punishment!
Now then.
Let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. I hope this would never happen again. I know. Yeah, no one wants to do this except for me.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment.
Gotta get ready.
But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Mommy, oh no!
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it!
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
Okay, she's the one that did?
I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
I mean, we sleep in the same dorm.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Flexible legs?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Oh god. Well, we already learned something about her.
We could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
Oh, so that's what
The
happened.
body
Okay.
discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
But does the body discovery announcement tell you who got killed?
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. Someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these foreign intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
That's the obvious thing, but we know the rules. You can't just pick obvious
no way
things.
a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Oh my god, now I'm thinking it is a chick.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Could it be actually a
You're
Kanye?
the cruelest one here.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? The only thing in the crime scene that looked like a weapon was the hammer. Why are you making me do this? It's the hammer. Alright, I'll do it. The new looking hammer is the obvious weapon if we're talking about looks. So, let's,
I
come
guess
on.
we should
Alright.
figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Killer, huh?
No, it's not the pillar.
Hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, new looking hammer on that. Okay. I was gonna say that there was like no marks on the hammer. That's why.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why
Yeah, that's
not?
gotta be it.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Yeah, something.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder
No,
weapon.
it was just used to hit his chest or something.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder
Then
weapon.
why would they leave it
Then
there?
why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster?
Baby gangster? Me?
That's funny. That's the funniest crap I've ever heard.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Stupid!
maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Okay, nice cover up, dude.
Seems that was a waste of time.
It's always a waste of time in
Then
the
what
beginning.
was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it
No,
must be the
it's
weapon,
too
right?
obvious. Yeah, the pillar. That's what you want me to say. It's not the pillar.
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar.
That's true, but
Even
it
if
just...
you used 100% of your
Just
muscle
trust me,
strength,
guys.
it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
we tried to move it, right?
Even just to knock it over would take a ton of strength, I bet.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Who are you talking? I just don't
Coach
know.
Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed?
Don't be stupid. He's the type.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word that I can't say. It's just doing a flashback on how that's what happened to Sakura.
If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my
This
gut
doesn't feel
was
right when
right
she talks
after
like that.
all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
We're just gonna say the stones under it don't make any sense. If it was the murder weapon, the stones would be on top of him.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
I'm about to slap her with facts and knowledge.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Uh-huh.
The pillar was not lifted.
Then what?
Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Yeah.
What about tipping the pillar over?
I mean, yeah. I didn't even let him finish. I just slapped with the truth, man.
If
That's
Nekomaru
funny.
was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragment?
Yes.
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Yep. Plus the blood trail. There's no blood trail. Or
Consider that
oil
too.
trail, really, it's what it is.
I see. That was entirely
My bad.
my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why? Because you did it?
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
You better not. You better not be the freaking killer.
Feeling,
I can't
huh?
lose another
That's
waifu.
just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Nagito, you already know the end, so just spit it out. That's how every trial goes. I'm so sick of you.
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have a new piece of the puzzle, guys, that I just realized. Oh my god. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna go on a whim here. We never actually get to see the room change, right? Whenever they cross to the other side of the room. We never get to see it or go in the elevator or anything like that. Perhaps the rooms themselves lift up or they change somehow. And maybe the pillar moves too. Like the whole room will move, will lift up or do something like that. Maybe it is possible somehow that if Nekomaru is in a certain position, because there's not like nobody's supposed to be in the room when this happens, perhaps there's a time where it's dangerous when the room shifts around that could possibly cause the pillar to squash him. And that's why we only see blood on our oil on one side of the pillar and it got tipped over because while he was in the room, you know, it shifted around and him being there caused him to be smashed by it. That's all I can think of. I think that actually does make a lot of sense. Just based on what he said, because he knows the truth about the position of the rooms.
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers. So you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Oh, look at who's on his high horse.
What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you.
You better.
So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I know, he's kind of normal.
I've learned a
Just
valuable
too smug.
lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
Ooh, are you gonna
But when
confirm my
combined with a
suspicions?
specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Okay.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, we don't know what the ultimate weapon is, but he knows.
Ultimate weapon?
He said he didn't know.
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right.
Yeah.
You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Okay, so you're it.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Dude, I think Sonia's got something for him, Kazuichi. Or, why do I always get their names mixed up? Gundam. See, she always makes him
I don't
blush.
know why, but I'm not liking this.
Of course, you're simping, dude.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
It's Blue
In
Eyes,
order
White
to
Dragon.
clarify that, we first need to solve the
Imagine
secret
that's
of
it.
the
It's
funhouse.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
Yeah, the room
You
shifting.
still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope.
Well,
aren't
Nagito, you were the only one that went into the room, so you're the only one that could know what the secret is. So
I
shut your
forgot.
mouth.
Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Yeah, that's
Strawberry
it.
House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to... But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Well, what you don't know is the whole room shifts. It's gotta. The whole room totally
It is
shifts.
undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
What the heck? Has she been watching that MTV? Everyone needs to stop this class trial. Monokuma should have put on a recess right then and there when she said that. I need to find a proof that completely contradicts that. Okay. Alright, what does it want to say? Wall clock. Strange feeling.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've
Except for
already
the
settled
lights.
this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
A strange
Actually, the
feeling,
exact
yeah.
same place.
It's that one.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
No.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's
Yeah,
body-
yeah, we know. Come on.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the...
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same plate.
And so then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
So the floor just moves into another spot, I think.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down!
Whoa. Whoa, here we go, guys.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's
That's the
body.
dumbest thing I've ever heard, Sonia. Seriously, Kazuichi, how do you simp for her? She's stupid.
Well, we were moving from Great Tower, but we should have all been together during that time.
Let me just...
Then Monokuma
Let's
did
get this over with.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly
No,
moved...
no. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit there and let her spew this nonsense. Broken doorknob, that's it.
There are many different ways.
I just already
The
started.
body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled,
Rolled?
and Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Yeah, Monokuma could do something like that, but that would be way too much, like, work.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Yeah, that's
using
true.
The power of the futuristic Robo-Bear, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Oh, no, I thought that was it. I feel like there's so many answers. The oil on the
And
floor
Nekomaru could have been
could be
moved
it.
piece
There's
by
so
piece.
many
I
things that
decree
could
it
be,
was Monokuma's doing.
that could do this.
Pillar, the body, everything.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, how do you move oil on the ground? That's what I thought.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Is he gonna do, like, suck it off the
When
floor?
the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's okay. You thought you had something, you know. You gotta have your time to shine.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened?
So
Does that mean the two
stupid.
towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the E-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea.
I know it. Let me say it. All right, come on.
I thought it would
oh,
get to
we're
this.
asking him.
I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. Tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine. Is he talking about the traitor? Oh yeah, I guess that does make sense. I'll agree. I'll agree with him. Did something happen to
But
him?
how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Yep, only one that went through the game. Yeah, there we go.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
The window,
In
obviously.
the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself.
You probably have seen like the elevator room or
From
whatever.
that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep,
Okay,
see?
show me. Ooh, this is exciting. Oh, it's
Let me
outside!
explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture.
Well,
right?
yeah, like there's a tower there. There's two towers, I bet. Lots of things that shouldn't make any sense in this
Then
picture.
let's begin. Shall I call it
Thinking time.
So creepy. What doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Ooh. Okay. The thing that doesn't make sense. Oh, pretty much all of it. But the fact that like this.
Crap!
No, wasn't that? Or the fact that this isn't an island?
Here!
I don't know. Maybe there's a forest on the
This
island.
photo
I don't
was
know.
taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
This is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Well, if we're supposed to be on top of the room, it still doesn't make sense that there's another tower. That's not it?
Here!
Oh, the sky, okay. Didn't know.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
See, this is confusing because you have to like, you don't really know what you're looking at. Like, you don't know the position
right.
very well.
Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school
How
student.
dare you say my secret?
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Oh, I swear I never talked about that one time again. Why are you here? Because yeah, because he showed up. So yeah, they were linked. They're linked very, like, he easily got in here.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? Logic dive. Okay. All right. Ooh, I got some skills now. We're gonna go so fast, boy. Woo. Oh, dang. I think I jump higher now. Yeah. I've made this game way easier. I've mastered snowboarding. Oh. I take back what I just said. They just appear out of nowhere. What kind of crap is that, man? All right, do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? They don't. They exist. They exist. Yeah, that sounds a little too crazy. Oh my God! Stop! Stop it! Oh, okay. They ramped up the difficulty on this one, giving me all the gamer challenges. Alright, question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or two different buildings? They're the same building, I think. Yep. I knew it. Alright, stop, stop, stop. Easy, chill. Game. Walls are closing in on me, man. Alright. Question 3. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? I think it's horizontally. No, vertically. Vertically. I got them mixed up. Yep. Ooh, so far I haven't missed any. Oh, yeah, we did it all first try. You know, I crashed a few times, but we're not gonna talk about that. It's fine. We don't. Let it go. Let it go, guys.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give,
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
But what was the other? What is that tower then? What is that?
Think about it like that. Based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Under.
Crap!
Oh wait. Never mind. Above Grape House.
I see!
Oh yeah, because you climbed down. Okay, that makes
On
sense.
top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shape.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes.
Who would go through all the trouble to do
Quadrilateral
this?
And a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Makes sense?
You've just been Kuma'd!
Oh. No.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Yay, we finally got what we already
A
knew.
building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However,
Okay, that was a
if
little more
there's different
confusing.
floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Please.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Come on, man. You can do it. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for my man. Make an argument. Okay. Broken doorknob. That's gotta be it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry
Know
up,
your limits.
dumbass.
I like the little thoughts. It's funny.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Oh, shut your
You
mouth.
mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
I try to believe in you, man, but you just gotta say dumb things.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was a fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Alright, so it's strange feeling in the tower for dummy?
No, that's wrong! Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. Oh.
right up until that moment,
Oh.
we were disassembling Nekomaru's body. at Grape Tower.
Suspicious much?
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
I mean, if anyone, right, could, he
Miss
could.
Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She obviously doesn't care about you.
You joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
Oh, really,
If he
Chiaki?
was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
But maybe the fact that he fixed the elevator made him prove, he wanted to prove that, like, he wanted to show people that he wasn't the killer, or, you know, to get him off his trail by fixing it.
Even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device that transports things to different floors. I feel like I've seen that before. Hangman. Oh, I hate these ones because I have to actually guess it. Like, I like multiple choice. That's way better in school. Elevator? It's gotta be it. Alright, guys. Alright, I gotta go get some coffee. Alright, if we're gonna really do this, we gotta do this the right way. And we need some more coffee. I'll be right back. Recess. Go ahead. If you need to use the bathroom, anything like that, pause the video, do whatever you want. It's time for a break. Get a snack, you know? We want to be comfortable. Alright, recess is over. All rise. Judge Judy Mike now has his coffee. And I'm ready to find who did this, okay? Someone's life is going to end today.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What?
I knew it, guys.
Saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
The whole room is,
Where
you
the hell is
idiots!
this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room.
That makes a lot of
Right?
sense. Yep.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
It's part of the illusion. Only the floor moves.
I see.
Oh! I get excited.
That's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Okay.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but
Yeah,
they're probably
not
just
real.
for show.
Not that we think. Not at
Just
least
for
what we can
show.
see.
Why was something like that necessary?
To confuse us.
So we falsely believed that the doors were connected to where their pictures signified.
That's the only logical
It was
explanation that
actually
you could
very
have.
effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, Monokuma.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as
Why?
because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Oh, so they knew about the secret. And they were just... Okay, so they knew about the secret and they just wanted to make it think that you couldn't get in there or something? I don't know.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse.
So they knew.
The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Well, it definitely rotates. I just don't know how.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Yes!
No, that's wrong.
We're just gonna talk about, yeah. All right, cool. I'm just glad I got it at first try.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazu?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Ah, that.
Bijuu.
From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated
that's good stuff.
180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated
That's
to the
cool
other
to see
side.
it like that, though.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
That's right.
I'm different from these lowly humans. So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about
Finally.
the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
It's gonna be something stupid, like the power of love or something.
You
You know?
still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that
Yeah,
yet.
UFC, you know? They fight.
Oh, my. I can't believe I have to explain that now.
Joe Rogan's there.
As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
The secret was Joe Rogan. He just comes, he just pops out of nowhere. Wait, Octagon has 8, that's why it's Octagon.
I see!
You see? Get it? You just learned something new.
An octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite
You didn't
knowledgeable.
expect me to know basic knowledge?
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
At your mom's house. It's right here. No, not the elevator, but like in that place.
Here!
Wait, right there?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that?
Oh, it's like a
place the
smaller room
Octagon?
inside the.
You know
Okay.
how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges.
That's basically the gist of it.
Oh my god. Well, that explains why it looked the way it
True
did.
identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Was my theory correct?
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
The elevator, the pillar. Oh my god. Maybe he did squash them by the pillar.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building
Ooh,
structure.
but it just makes me even think like more that it's Nekomaru.
The funhouse house itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, but still, what makes it an ultimate? Like, how does a person know? Is there like a manual or like a note in there that tells you about it? Like, that's the thing we don't know. You know, I thought like what I was saying was kind of stupid, but now I'm like, you know, I'm just trying to figure out how it could make sense.
Hiya!
Hello there, I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. I can tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious stoufatly. A stoufatly? That's much more straightforward than I expected, stoufatly, huh? Tisk, tisk, tisk. That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stoufatly! What? There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious
Stoufatly! Yay! That was fun. That was quite fun. Here we go. Let's do this.
I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Why do you keep saying that? Why does she keep saying that every single time?
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Every time they say save, and I know this from multiple games that we played, to save the game, that there's gonna be some Monica crap going on.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept a situation so— I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed.
Someone's putting on their big boy pants.
If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
But it wasn't.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Unless they were doing it for themselves.
See,
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death? It was crushed by the elevator. That sounds quite painful. So where and how was he crushed? Sorry, look.
Crap.
No, come on. No, I really believe that. Something like that.
I see.
Was it really falling? I guess that would be another thing that could happen.
I think he might have died from falling.
Oh. So he could have hit the pillar and knocked it over and fell over. That, you know, okay, sure. So, you know, I mean, that's a little different than what I was thinking, but I'll take it.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
All right, that's a little much, Gundam.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Well, he was special, wasn't he? The good night button? Contact elevator?
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside,
Oh, but not him!
the
But
other
not
door
him!
won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Okay, I gotta say, I really didn't know this one. I had to look it up. I was stuck.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep
I knew that was it, but again, I didn't know what they wanted me to
Nekomaru's
say.
goodnight button is pressed. All of his
Oh my
functions
God.
shut down, and he enters sleep.
Okay, I didn't know, I was trying to think, like, what does it mean by good night button? I was thinking, if it would have said, like, sleep function or something, okay. I forgot it's called
He's
good
in
night
sleep.
button.
The elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed it.
Alright, that makes a lot of sense.
So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Ooh, that must have hurt. The way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru was still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what could that be?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
He probably held onto the
How about we
doorknob
all
or
shut up and
something.
listen to what Chiaki has to say.
I don't know.
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh no! No! Maybe it's possible that he held onto the doorknob. Okay, it's wire for the... I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
Oh, so he did use the doorknob to hang, but used the wire to do it. Ah! Dang, I'm onto this, man!
Like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Who would have came up with this? It's either had to be Kazuichi or him himself.
That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot.
That's some big
and
brain
hung it on the
thinking.
doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Oh my
and
god.
suspended
He's
Nekomaru
just
in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
Oh, no, don't go there.
Better not finish that sentence!
Oh, thank god.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
No. You're making yourself even more suspicious by even trying to argue.
A drop. There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Well, how heavy is he? This doorknob can't support him that long.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. What? Nekomaru should have still been asleep.
Oh, that was it?
Cut through those words.
I had no idea. All right. No, I knew.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in
So he
midair?
can wake himself up with the clock?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
Ooh.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
This sounds like something only a robot could think of. You have to be that
Your
smart.
body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Well, it's in the middle, but okay.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Or he could have left evidence to prove that he's the one that did it, although I don't know why you wouldn't just have a piece of paper that said, hey, I did it, because that would save everyone time, but no, they gotta make a game out of it. In that case, I shall use my full power! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru pulled out his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But not yet, here it comes, the incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, you'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find. See? Ooh, it's like he
I
knew.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a
Oh,
pest.
wow. Some
I'm a total fucking pig.
self-realization
Isn't
here.
that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a
Oh,
fucking
no!
pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me
He
anymore?
liked
This
it!
guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too.
Obviously, he hit the pillar. He collided with the pillar.
See,
When
I still say I
Nekomaru
was
fell
right
to the
about it.
floor,
I don't care.
He ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
Her favorite thing.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm?
Think about this too, guys. Like, how could the killer have been sure that nobody would come and see what was happening? Right? There's no way to really ensure that. It was early in the morning, yes, but I'm just saying that would also just lead to Nekomaru being
I'm positive the
you know,
alarm
the
was set
person.
for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there,
Hold on, baby gangsta.
stop calling me baby gangsta.
I like that name
What'd you
though.
just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the
Yeah, I
tower
remember
at
that.
7 in the morning.
I thought that was weird.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
Unless their clocks were wrong, of course.
Here's yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Maybe that's how the killer or Nekomaru is sure that people would show up, as if they changed the clocks. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's that. We need to find the wall clock or something. Yep, there it is, wall clock.
We headed for Grape Tower.
before 7 a.m. I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
This time of death and the time to buck. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside
There it
Nekomaru's
is. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. Right there.
That's gotta be it! We headed for grapes before 7 a.m. I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru was set for 7:30 a.m. Nekomaru was
Never
set
mind.
for
It's radio
7:30
clock with
a.m.
mess with the
Nekomaru died
clock.
because of
Okay.
that alarm.
This time of death and the time
Whoopsie.
the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
No, that's wrong.
It's all the same at the end of the day, isn't it?
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's
Well, obviously
no
they
way the
didn't-
killer could have tampered with the clock?
They didn't mess with his clock, but they messed with your clocks.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Yeah, but no one saw the Nekomaru's clock until they finally got that thing open when Kazuichi
And
opened it.
because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done. But what was it? Come on, guys. All right, time for more SSX tricky. All right, question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Yep. I think it's the time in the building. I knew it. I'm a genius. All right, question 2. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clocks. Both? No. You can't. I don't think you can tamper with Nekomaru's. Although, I don't know that for sure, but I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, no, stop it. Ooh, ooh, that was close. Which house had the wrong time? Both? Both. Yeah, I think they both did. Oh, yeah, baby.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Yeah, well, why else would they use the hammer to smash the thing?
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Oh.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
Was it not Akane's account?
Not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
Oh, yeah. Because she did mention that she heard it.
If does not exist in this world.
So I think the time was super off because she mentioned it a long
If the
time
time in the
ago.
building,
Only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree
Yes,
with that.
I knew it. I knew this was it.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru
Nothing's a
fell?
coincidence in this game.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
Yeah, neither did Nagito.
You probably didn't hear
right?
it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock and
Excellent work, Akane!
If the rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30, it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. Like, 2 hours?
I see!
Yeah.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
To buy
The
time.
reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Oh. Oh my god, that's a good point.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone. From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
That's actually very smart. Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to only lure Nekomaru, then the specific thing is Monokuma Taiji?
I see!
Yeah, that makes sense, because that's the reason why he would go.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Crap, now I'm questioning whether or not it was freaking, you know...
How did they use it?
We were required
Him.
to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
That was 7:30, or 7.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m., and if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
But wouldn't he question, like, hey, where's everyone at?
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped. Everyone. You said everyone.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fall?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer.
For once, she's
You
smart.
always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru,
Bird.
the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, how did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
what the
Ah.
hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Isn't it freaking,
Who is it?
Nagito?
Who's the bastard?
Yeah, because he said he didn't even hear anything. Oh, we're not picking... Oh, could it be Gundam? No, he didn't. He was there in the picture. Unless that was just like him recalling it and trying to make it up. But wasn't it Nagito?
You're the only one!
Yeah, it was.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, Even though the alarm was going off like crazy, you weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Wait, wasn't one of the rooms like soundproof or something? Maybe?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Yeah, maybe the rooms they were staying in
It
was
is
soundproof.
obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House, but I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common.
The rooms. It's gotta be it. Alright, so the answer is deluxe rooms, but I knew it was rooms.
If I recall,
Ah, I knew it.
deluxe rooms are.
Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot that he said that. I remember him saying that it was soundproof. Yeah.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your
Oh,
ultimate
it's because I'm the
reserve
ultimate
force
intuition.
talent?
See, I got it all in here.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec! Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
So that means it was Sonia because she has an alibi and that's why she would do it?
Decisive factor?
She could just be like, oh, I didn't hear it. Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. Do I have to pick? Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! Ah no! Well guys, we're about to find out. Wait, what about Chiaki? She heard it, right? I didn't hear her. I didn't hear them talk about her very much. I want it to be him. I want it to be him. So I'm gonna pick him. Oh no, it's not him?
Crap!
Okay, no, let's pick Nekomaru. Alright, no. Yeah, Nekomaru, yeah.
Crap!
What? Wait. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I thought it was them. How could my intuition fail me like that? Okay, so that means it had to have been. Is it really Chiaki? No. Oh my god. Ah. Wait a minute. Okay, so that means it's. Wait a minute. Okay, alright, I'm narrowing this down. It's me! Sonia? No?
Crap!
Oh. Oh, this is getting scary. That means the only person's left is Kazuichi or Gundam. Oh no, it could be him too. Or Yiko. I'm gonna pick him. You guys, I don't know. He hasn't given any clues. He's the one been talking about the clocks and stuff, so.
Crap!
No? I picked everyone in this freaking room. Basically.
You're the only one!
Was it Gundam?
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too.
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Wait a minute. Was he in a deluxe room?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Oh my god! I didn't know that. I forgot.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
Forgot he was in a deluxe room. I didn't think to remember that. Like, that didn't seem like something that was that important. I didn't skip it or anything. I just didn't pay attention.
Why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it.
Okay, yeah, wow. This is a surprise. I was so... No way, man.
There's
I was
always
that
one
wrong?
possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation.
Oh no, his
right?
waifu. Sonia obviously has a crush on him.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower,
He did.
you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
But how did he get past the killing game?
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe room. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
I was in the lounge.
Just because he was standing outside.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Dang, I did not. I would have never came up with this, man. I mean, I don't know. There still could be some twists. We don't really know, but...
Why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
Could have just said he went to the bathroom or something.
Those two had
you know?
just checked the deluxe rooms as planned. That would have been ideal.
But yeah, like,
but
what if he just wanted to come out? Like, what if someone just needed to go to the bathroom at that certain time?
How
you know?
ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at
Please,
least say
I don't
something?
want to lose you. I don't want to lose you.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess? The answer is 10.
10
That's
ears.
Right. I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right
That
now?
was kind of a dumb excuse.
Do not panic. The truth
He looks like he's
shall
panicking.
now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom.
Oh!
By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
That could
That's
happen.
right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
I mean, I think it could have been that simple, but I don't
Are
know.
you saying it was just a coincidence?
See, I do have some intuition,
Isn't that timing
guys.
a little too perfect?
And
I just
yet,
get a little
I'm being
missteered
suspected
sometimes.
by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the
Ooh,
killer.
so it's probably not then, now that he's saying this.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Don't do that.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later.
No, say it now.
And
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
but he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off. Correct. Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus,
There's gotta be a ladder.
the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
What's wrong? When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. However, Nagito got between... Right?
That elevator was the only means of travel.
No, that's wrong!
Get wrecked! Nagito proved it.
No, there should have been another way to move between.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why
But
don't
it
we ask
does.
the
It does,
person who
though.
actually used that method?
Who shall we ask? It's Nagito.
You're the only one!
Yeah.
Nagito, you should know.
The
Don't play
passage.
dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method.
Alright, just I want to see what it looks like.
There's a
I'm
secret
guessing it's a
passage
ladder. It's
connecting
gotta
the
be.
first floor of Strawberry House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door... Surprise, surprise!
Oh.
I ended up in the Monokuma archive.
Meaning, the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
It's not.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm
We have the Hulk over here? Alright.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
Oh, my
There were
glasses.
various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too.
It seems this is the end. Normally,
still can't
we'd
believe
end
who
up
it is.
listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the cave. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act.
Oh,
So I'm going to end this right now.
all right, please do.
Hey, what do you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that,
Are we really gonna skip the whole
Nekomaru
thing?
wasn't
I'm
able to
actually
go to
kinda-
Grape Tower,
kinda
which
good
was
with that.
supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall
What's
was
about to happen?
so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
It's like I did. It wasn't easy.
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all!
God, what's going on, man?
You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Years. I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Well, do something.
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumption.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought.
Obviously, he used the hamster.
Too frail. Succumbing so easy. If you want to set me up as the killer,
They've
at
already
least
proved that they
surpass
can
your own
move around.
human limitation.
Yeah, human, that's the thing.
Wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a what? Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making
Shut up, it's the
killers.
hamsters.
You must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then I just as you requested, I will provide an argument. Oh, here it is. Finally.
Nekomaru's back.
the
Do you really think I can
or
get
Dark
behind so
Davis.
easily?
Dang,
This is
that's
the
gotta be the
end.
fastest I've ever done that. Sometimes it's really confusing, but that one was super easy.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, as
Yeah,
long
the
as
hamsters.
You have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press
Yes!
the button on the
Come
back
on,
of Nekomaru's
wake up,
neck?
dude!
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes.
Yeah, he snuck through like the vents and stuff, didn't he? Or something? Oh, you pressed the button. Okay.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper
Yeah,
from
they're
the
super
baton
wicked
lighting
smart.
rack. Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brain, to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not
Is
just
this gonna drag
myself,
out more?
But you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and in fact, victory can only be built upon... Now, trample this life! Treble it! Pull the curtain strings of this...
Argument start. Oh, we still have to do this? No! I thought you were gonna... I thought we were skipping this. Alright, let's do this real quick.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Alright, guys. Here we go.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured
he's pretty
Nekomaru
smart.
out
I
by
really
himself
thought it
by
was
turning back all the clocks in the
Kazuichi.
house by 2 hours.
To be able to mess with electronics like that, it's like, you didn't think that he would do it. That's why that got thrown off, guys. It was just,
Additionally,
you know,
in
it's
order
just,
to
you know,
secure an alibi,
little lapse in
the killer
judgment.
went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dip. This means
Looks
the
like
killer
Spider-Man.
discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason.
He's all tired.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower.
He's so cute as a robot,
So
though, you know?
he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Uh-oh.
But the killer was waiting for him there.
The evil man with hamsters, he just throws them at him.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of
Who would
Nekomaru's
have
neck.
known the ultimate weakness of a robot is hamsters? Little rodents.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
No one can stand up against this. I mean, he always said it. It really does make sense now. God.
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
So how did he know so fast? He must have got there before
Then,
Nagito.
they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful,
The face.
and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died. But something unexpected happened.
Their faces
Fuyuhiko,
are hilarious.
who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge.
Oh, there he is.
As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking.
Ooh, so that, okay, all right.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and...
I knew, like, I was trying to figure out that connection. Like, how come there was oil on the pillar, but there was no trail? So, that makes sense, you know? I knew it was something like that, just didn't know it would be that. But I thought maybe he got crushed by the pillar.
Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
All I hear is like freaking Lelouch.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already.
Dang, shouldn't she be like furious right now?
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe you killed Nekomaru. I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
He seems kind of happy about it. I don't know why. Kind of crazy. Come on, A. Only A's. Only A's. It's always a B.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Okay.
Who will be Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
You know, sometimes he surprises me. Great, now I look like a fool. I look like a fool because I thought it was someone else. I mean, I had you going though, you know? You guys didn't know. No way. No way you knew. Don't say it. Don't be in the comments and be like, oh, I knew all along. No, you didn't. Oh, I thought of it talk. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru is in the Amazing Funhouse was Gundam.
Nice!
I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
We've decided who the killer is. Let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true that the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
It's what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake, and because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too,
If he
must
was
be
just
the
trying to
will
cling
of
to life,
causality.
there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Fine then, I shall reveal it.
Let's make history.
Did they? Oh, so within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru, and this is what happened. Oh. Nekomaru and I weren't alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, instantly understood the situation, and we had ourselves at a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, he could have easily done it. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. So he fought him with some honor, huh?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this.
What did he do before?
This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Okay.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomoro Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
So you didn't use his hamsters?
That is...
Why did you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us just to wait till we starve to death? So yeah, they needed to do something, and I get that. That makes sense. Ever since we were locked inside the building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism? In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life. It's a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime. What about the final dead room? Did you do the rush? Did you go through the thing?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk, so he did do the thing, okay, but he survived. After listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just
is
who do you think I am?
Tanaka.
History's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all of mankind.
Fade like
Not in a
dust
million,
the
in a
wind.
billion, not in a 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Is he gonna die by hamsters?
Please wait.
This is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia. Please, I beg of you. She really liked him. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not benefit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my
What
four
is-
dark devas of destruction? Are you
Why is one of them so
worried
big?
about me? Oh, my
Aw,
feared
no,
four dark
don't make me feel
devas
for
of
him.
destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary
no,
visitor.
not the little cute hamsters.
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously!
His last words.
That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything
He died
we
laughing!
got.
Dang. I'm calling it. It's gonna have something to do with animals or hamsters. It's gotta! Gundam has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Dang, that was a long one, guys. Well, they always are, really. Pineapples? Oh, I told you, animals. I knew it. Gundam Tanaka, Stampede, Ultimate Breeder Gundam. I forgot he was a breeder. Oh no, he's keeping. Oh, they look so scared. Oh, he left them. Yeah, don't kill the hamsters. What the heck? He's got like making a circle. Is he gonna survive this? Imagine. What? This dude knows magic? For reals? He wasn't playing around. Never mind. He didn't know magic. Never mind. Oh no! This isn't fair. Oh, this is awful, man. No. They're crying, I think. Come on, the most saddest death of them all. Seriously, get animals involved, man. That's too much. Gundam, no. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
You think she would have been more mad, but, you know, it seemed like it was an agreement between them, so it's not like he was really a bad person. I feel like I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of crap, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of crap is me.
Worst.
Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly, but still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of heck, and I presume he will be very cross. He will be very cross with us. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. Yeah, there's got to be more, guys, right? I mean, obviously. After feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey,
That mood shift is so dang
Not
fast.
like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said, that's what it means to live, right? She's clearly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey,
And let's go back now and eat. Wow, this like everyone just got over it so fast. Holy crap.
right?
However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. It must be Nagito. He had a lot of stuff to say. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to attain so many valuable things from a simple game of, can't say that. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way that the file just had Hajime's information. Yeah, I thought that was a little weird. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they just reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I could just let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Alright, we're gonna watch this crap go down.
Cheers!
Who summoned me?
now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well. Is that what I like? Is what I like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know. Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you gonna finally confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received, but isn't that weird?
Say what?
That's weird.
You don't even
Well, there's
know?
a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
I just reused the stuff from the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that,
Well,
right? That's not my
right.
point. My point is you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled
Well, you're
up.
splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No, no.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil future foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation? Your purpose is just to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. Interesting, very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I wonder who would be able to handle the sadness when they inevitably betray me later on, or when they inevitably betray me, whatever. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself despair exists. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Could it be? Could it be?
Huh?
It's probably Nagito, right? I'm just stupid. Makoto, yeah. I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this. Am I? Actually, I think I'm very lucky.
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is rather a rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island, that's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike, you definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
There's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Waiting? Is this person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? I have no freaking idea what they're talking about, okay? And we won't know until they freaking say it, so we're just gonna wait. So what, 11 hours? 5 days? 5 days and 11 hours? I don't know. Chapter 4 ends! Seven. To be continued, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Didn't expect Gundam, but sorry if you liked him. I know some of you did. Don't worry, we'll get him next time, guys, alright? Smash like if you enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting as always, and I'll see you scrubs in the next one. Bye-bye.